What are the best bovine colostrum supplements? Well, that's exactly what I'm going to share with you in this video, based on my experience with supplementing with bovine colostrum over the past 8 or so years. Specifically, I'm going to share with you what is the best bovine colostrum supplement overall, what's the best for gut health, the best for immune support, the best for traveling, the best if you're on a budget, and then one at the very end, a product I just recently stumbled upon that's great if you're a picky eater or if you have kids that might be picky. But before we go into the actual products, let me just share with you what makes a high quality colostrum supplement. Because if you go to Amazon or to Google and you search for bovine colostrum, you find dozens and dozens of products, and not all of them are created equal, as so often the case in the supplements world. So what I look out for before purchasing a colostrum supplement is make sure it's grass-fed, because the milk and colostrum of grass-fed cattle is significantly more nutritious, meaning there are more micronutrients in the product. And of course, raising dairy cattle on pasture and feeding the animals grass or hay instead of grains is better for the animal as well as for the soil. So number one. Number two is dosage and potency. Depending on what benefits you're trying to accomplish, your state of health and dietary factors, you want to consume at least 3 grams per serving to get the desired benefits. Sometimes you might need even more, but very often you're not going to get the benefits you want by consuming significantly less. Like there are some products on the market that contain 1 gram of colostrum. I don't think that's quite enough. Number 3 is the harvesting method. Shortly before a cow gives birth to a calf, it starts producing colostrum, and that colostrum quickly changes within the first 24 hours after giving birth into transitional milk. And so you only get the most benefits, the most micronutrients in the colostrum, like antibodies, enzymes, growth factors, immunoglobulins, and lactoferrin, and all of those things in the first 24 hours. So you want to make sure the product you buy has been harvested within the first 24 hours. And of course, we don't want to take away colostrum from the calf. So you want to buy from brands that work with ranches that make sure that the calf gets what it needs first before the leftovers are harvested and turned into colostrum supplements, for example. And the good news is most modern dairy breeds produce significantly more milk, including colostrum, than what the calf needs. So there are always leftovers that we can then, as humans, harvest and turn into supplements for our own benefit. And then the last factor is other ingredients. I prefer products that don't have any extra ingredients whatsoever. Ideally, it only contains, colostrum. But if there are other ingredients, in some cases it makes a lot of sense, then you want to be sure it's nothing, no artificial flavors and fillers and flow agents and all of the things that are not helpful and in many cases even inflammatory. So you want to make sure none of that is in there. And the good news is that all of the brands and products that I cover in this video check off all of the marks. In some cases they don't, and I'm going to explain why and give you more context to that. So with that out of the way, let's talk about my favorite product overall, and that is Core Colostrum from Equip. Equip is one of my favorite brands, really, because I know Dr. Anthony Gustin and he produces only top shelf, top quality products without any crappy ingredients. And Core Colostrum is no different. It contains 30 servings, so you get a month's worth of product. Each serving contains 3 grams of grass-fed colostrum from US dairy cattle and nothing else, no other ingredients. I mean, they have a watermelon flavor, which is naturally flavored, and that's good as well. But I prefer the unflavored version, so it has one ingredient only, and that is grass-fed colostrum that has been carefully processed not to destroy any of the micronutrients in there. No other ingredients. It costs approximately 53 cents per gram of colostrum, which is quite reasonable and in line with many of the other brands. And the serving costs you about $1.60. And so again, you get 3 grams of colostrum, and it's just a great product overall. It's priced well and no bells and whistles, just exactly what you need and nothing else. And it mixes well with water. It doesn't dissolve completely because of the natural fat that is part of the colostrum, so don't expect it to just disappear in a glass of water, but it mixes relatively easily and you can drink it. You can mix it with yogurt. It has a very bland but mildly vanilla-ish kind of taste Tastes very good and one of my favorite products. Again, I have a discount code in the description for most of the products in this video, so I'm not going to mention all of them in the video, so check the description for my affiliated links and discount codes that you can apply if you want to make a purchase. The second product in the list that I consider best for gut health is the MK Supplements Collagen and Colostrum. And I know it's my own product, and excuse me for peddling it or for even including it in this video, but we developed it specifically to help people with gut or digestive issues. And as the name already implies, it's actually a combination of colostrum and collagen. So it includes 3 grams of grass-fed colostrum from New Zealand cattle, the same region where we source all of our beef organ supplements from, and also collagen, because both products individually have been shown to help with leaky gut, with digestive issues, irritable bowel syndrome, and all of the things that people unfortunately suffer from a lot. And so we just decided to combine both into a single product, 10 grams of collagen, hydrolyzed collagen, so the body can rearrange it into any type of collagen it needs, including tissue that can heal your gut, as well as the colostrum. So you get a full serving of colostrum, a full serving of collagen for optimal gut health. And the price per gram of colostrum is still only 56 cents, and the price per serving, including both products together, is 167. So very reasonably priced. You get 45 servings per container. It's unflavored, so it mixes again easily with water. In fact, the collagen completely dissolves in water. The colostrum, as with the Equip product, you get some residual amounts, but it's it tastes pleasantly, or it has barely any taste at all really. And I typically mix it with my morning shake, either raw milk or raw milk kefir that I make at home, and that's pretty much it. Number 3, the best that I think for immune support, is a product from Miracle Moo that I just recently reviewed on this channel, and I'm going to link the video down below if you want to check that out. Now, the Miracle Moo Colostrum contains only 1.5 grams of colostrum per serving. However, it also includes 300 milligrams of what's called immunolin, and that's a bovine derived extract that is incredibly rich in IgGs, in immunoglobulins. 50% actually of that immunolin are IgGs. So you combine that, and the other thing I should point out is the colostrum that I use is relatively rich in those IgGs, it's 30% IgGs, whereas 21 to 25% is the average otherwise. And so you get a lot of those immune factors, and that's why I really like Miracle Moo, specifically if you want to help support your immune system. And again, I have a discount code for that as well. Check out the description if you want to make a purchase. The best for traveling, in my opinion, is the Heart and Soil grass-fed colostrum, because it comes in gelatin capsules. So it's very much non-messy. You don't have to deal with powders that might get loose and spill it, and you don't have to mix anything, etc. It's just 6 capsules a serving that you can swallow with water or with your saliva if you want to, if you're in a pinch. And that's it. So great for taking with you. The main downside of that product is it's relatively expensive. So you pay 76 cents per gram of colostrum, and the serving costs you $2.27. It's unflavored. It's in a gelatin capsule, so it doesn't smell or taste like anything. And it has the glass bottle, that is. That's also one reason why I picked this particular product over some of the others that have the same ingredients but that come in plastic bottles. So Heart and Soil ships in glass bottles with metal lids, much like we do at MK Supplements. And it's a great product, high quality, nothing but the colostrum, just a little higher priced, but again, great for traveling. Now, if you're on a budget and you want to see what is the product that gives you the most bang for your buck, then I would say it's the Sovereign Laboratories Colostrum LD, which is actually the product that got me started with supplementing with colostrum many years ago, when our son was still very, very young. And Colostrum LD is a good product because it contains 5 grams of colostrum per serving. It is available unflavored or in a vanilla flavor. It has the pouch, depending on different pouch sizes, but the one we typically have at home has 68 servings. So you kind of buy in bulk, and that reduces the price per serving or per gram of colostrum to approximately 24 cents. So again, depending on the size of pouch you buy, you buy for a little bit more or a little bit less, but the one we typically buy costs 24 cents per gram of colostrum, or 122 per serving of 5 grams of colostrum. So that's very reasonably priced. The main downside of colostrum LD is that they strip away the fat, the natural fat from the colostrum, and coat the colostrum molecules into sunflower lecithin at the end of the day. They call it liposomal delivery, or LD, which is, the LD part of the colostrum LD. And so they say that by coating that, by encapsulating the colostrum molecule into that layer of fat from sunflower oil, it helps with absorption and protects the colostrum from the harsh environment at your GI tract. Now, I get the idea, but I also think that honestly, trying to outdo nature, colostrum comes the way it comes for a reason. I think, trying to outdo nature has never worked in human history as far as I can tell. Nature always knows best. So I don't think it's incredibly beneficial. And at the same time, sunflower oil, contains polyunsaturated fatty acids that if they become rancid, that becomes inflammatory. So I think if anything at all, there is a downside to using sunflower lecithin, even if it's in small amounts, than just leaving the colostrum as is, as nature intended, But again, if you're on a budget, it's a good product. We've been using it for a while. I still have actually some at home that we've been using for the kids as well as for our German Shepherd. And, there you have it. Now, the last product in the list, it's one that I just recently came across because it was just launched. And it's another Equip product, and it's the Core Colostrum, but in gummies. And when I got it the other day, the first thing the kids like, okay, when can we try it? When can we try it? I'm like, okay, hold on. I need to take videos. I need to take photos, before we can open it and you guys can give it a shot. And today we did. Actually, right before recording this video, I recorded the before that you opened it, and the kids got super excited because those gummies are absolutely delicious. Now, the ones we got, they're the peach mango flavor. Absolutely delicious. They're chewy. They're like a treat. They're like candy at the end of the day. But if you look at the ingredients lists, there is nothing in there that, I wouldn't be okay with my kids having access to. The only thing, if you're allergic to dairy or to tree nuts, because it contains coconut and some milk, that could be an issue. But beyond that, there's nothing in there that I would consider problematic. And you get 30 servings per pouch. You take 2 of those gummies. The downside is you only get 1 gram of colostrum. So for kids that might be okay, but for an adult, you probably have to take more, and that then increases the price per serving and the price per gram even more. Even, if you take the regular serving size of 2 gummies and you get that 1 gram of colostrum, you pay approximately $1.66 per gram in serving. That's fairly expensive in comparison to the powder. But on the flip side, if you want to take it, for traveling, for example, another travel option, or if you have picky eaters, picky kids that, like kind of, the candy flavor, but you want to give them something good like colostrum, it might be, it is a great choice. And so we're actually considering taking those gummies when we travel, because the stress of traveling can always negatively impact your immune system. And so those gummies can kind of help prop up and support our kids' immune system. And so great choice, also available on Amazon if you want to give it a shot. Again, discount code in the description. Check it out if you want to make a purchase. Now, there are a couple of brands that incredibly popular ones that I didn't include as part of my recommendations on purpose. I just want to cover 3 of them. One is Ancestral Supplements, also an excellent brand with excellent ingredients, has a grass-fed beef colostrum supplement, but it comes in plastic bottles, and it's the same price as the one from Heart and Soil. So, there is really no reason not to use the one from Heart and Soil, in my opinion. Then there is one from Armra. It's called Immune Revival, and it's a very popular product, probably because of all them, marketing money they put behind the brand and the product. But it contains only 1 gram of a proprietary colostrum formulation. Don't know exactly what's in there, and it's incredibly expensive at 92 cents, almost $1 per gram of colostrum. Not knowing exactly what's in there, I think it's overpriced and oversold, in my opinion. Then there was one from Wonder Cow, which appears to be a reasonable product, but it costs slightly more than Equip's Core Colostrum without adding any benefit. So I like, I like the product. I've tried the Core Colostrum, and that's why, Wonder Cow didn't make it into the list. Now, with that being said, we're gonna wrap it up. I hope you found one of those supplements useful. Let me know in the comments, what are you trying to achieve with colostrum, or did you even know about the benefits of colostrum? If not, let me know what you learned and what product you think you're gonna end up buying if that's what you wanna do. Let me know. Always love to hear from you. Until the next video.